Hi, another iPhone update. It feels like I get one of these notices every single week, if not every month. It feels like they're updating my iPhone way more than they should. These are the kind of comments we hear at My Computer Works all the time. Users feel like iPhone is just constantly needing to update. Android users too, like they just have to update their phones constantly, and this causes concerns like what's being updated and do I really need these updates? So today we're going to break down which updates you do need, which ones you can wait on, and why is Apple doing all of this. Before we jump into all of that, if you like this video, please drop down below, hit that like and subscribe before you go. It really helps us out. And if you need extra help with your iPhone, Android phone, or other technology, reach out to us via the number that you can find down in the description, and it always shows at the beginning and the intro of the video. Now let's jump into this. Now, to put it simply, when it comes to updates, here's the big rule. If your iPhone says that the update includes a security fix, well, update it as soon as you can. Security updates patch real vulnerabilities that hackers and scammers could use. Waiting too long can put your phone, your messages, your passwords, and banking info, if you bank from your phone, at risk. So, for security updates, don't wait, install them right away. Now let's talk about big yearly updates. Both iOS, so Apple's iPhone operating system, and then the Android operating system, which is for Android phones, they both receive yearly updates throughout the year, big featured updates. These pack in tons of new features for the phone, okay? Things that we might like, things we might want to use and might enjoy are being added to the phone. But along with these new features comes bugs. That's right. Anytime you add in new features, these new features are going to cause issues or have new issues with that, are on the phone that have never been there before, that users have not experienced, and Apple and Android both have to eventually work this out. So they have support teams, they have tech teams out there work on this stuff and fix those bugs and get it smoothed out. So for these updates, for these big yearly updates, it is perfectly fine to wait a week or so before you make that jump, okay? Give Apple time, give Android time to smooth things out, get the bugs fixed before you decide to move over. And now you may be asking yourself, how do I know what features are being added to the phone? And how do I know if there's bugs and if they've been worked out? Well, it's pretty simple. When you go to update your phone, there's always that learn more option like I'm showing right here. If you go through this, it's kind of long, it's a lot of text, but if you go through this, you will, kind of figure out what they're adding into the phone. Some of the features may not make sense to you at the time. You can always Google for more information, look it up, but it will break down what they're going to be adding. And again, it's a long list, and sometimes it's new stuff that you might not understand every term they're using, but it does break it down so that you understand what's being added to the phone, okay? And as far as bugs go or security concerns or issues with updates, you can always go online, apple.com, to their support page and check it out. They do have information. You can Google the update version, so it always shows the update version at the top before you update. Take that, put it into Google, look up issues, known issues, things that are happening, and see if it's right for you. Now, a couple additional tips and tricks when you're going to be updating your phone. Things that I would recommend would be to back up your phone to the cloud. If you have an iPhone, you can back everything up to iCloud before updating, just in case something goes wrong. You don't want to lose anything. And in addition to that, you want to make sure you have your phone plugged in. You want to have it at least 50% battery life before you make the update. In fact, for iPhone, if you're below 20%, anything below that, they won't even let you update. So having the phone plugged in at 50%, making sure it's backed up, and making sure that you have enough storage. You can always go into your settings, go to the iPhone storage under general, and make sure that you have enough space before updating. However, I will say if you try to update and you don't have enough space, it's going to stop you. It won't let you do it anyway. But best just to, do your homework, do it right. Pre-plan, go through, check to make sure there's storage, back up your phone, plug it in. That's simple. You do those three things and your update should go flawlessly. All right, everybody, that is it for iPhone and Android updates. It's mostly focused on iPhone in the video, but it applies to both. Now, I will add this, if you have an older phone, sometimes those older phones well, they don't meet the requirements set by Apple or Android to get on the newer versions of the phone operating system, right? So it won't let you update is essentially what I'm saying if you have a much older device, if your phone's very old. So make sure that your phone can update to the newest ones. One of the things I see people fall into the trap of is they have an older phone. They don't even get the notifications for the new updates. They don't even know they're there. They're on an older version that is not secure because it's not getting security updates, and they find themselves in trouble. So make sure, you don't have to have the latest iPhone or Android phone, but make sure you have one that can at least update to those newer versions, okay? Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like and subscribe down below before you go, and I will see you all on the next one.